Welcome to Voices of the Circle, a space for reflection, healing, and the quiet strength of being. Imagine candlelight flickering across joined hands, casting a warm, inviting glow that draws us into the heart of this sacred circle. Here we gather to share in a journey of inward discovery and connection. I'm Ara Jalga Harathunian, and each week we journey together into the inner landscapes of sovereignty, emotional clarity, and spiritual insight. I remember a moment in my own life, standing at a crossroads, uncertain and seeking direction. It was in that silence that I first discovered the quiet, guiding voice within, urging me to trust myself. This is not a place to fix or debate. It's an invitation to listen deeply to the voice within, to the wisdom of silence, and to the stories that shape our healing. Here, you'll find reflections, stories, and moments of stillness that invite you to pause, to breathe, and to return to yourself. As you pause, notice the softening of your shoulders, the slowing rhythm of your heartbeat, the ease that spreads through your chest. Whether you're seeking clarity in a difficult season, reconnecting with your own inner authority, or simply craving a space where your sensitivity is honored, you belong here. So, wherever you are, walking, resting, or simply being, thank you for joining the circle. Let's begin. This is episode 1 of our new series called Sensing the Soul. Over the next several episodes, we'll explore senses that whisper from the soul. Intuition, peace, foresight, trust, and empathy. These subtle guides assist us in healing relationships and daily life. They shape our decisions, influence how we connect with others, and help us navigate the unseen currents of our inner world. Today's theme is the forgotten senses. We are beginning the journey beyond the visible and the audible into the quiet terrain of inner knowing. Before we dive in, I want to say this. If you've ever been told you're too sensitive, or that you feel too much, or that you need to toughen up, this episode is for you. What you've been taught to see as a weakness may actually be your greatest strength. I invite you to reflect on a moment when your sensitivity served you well. Perhaps it was a keen insight in a challenging situation, or an emotional depth that brought genuine understanding to a relationship. Share these stories with us and within yourself. They are evidence of your courage and resilience. We grow up learning about the 5 senses, and these are essential. They tell us when something is hot, when something smells sweet, and when something sounds off. They help us navigate the physical world, but they're not the whole story. What guides us when logic falls short, when words fail, when the path isn't clear? What helps us navigate the emotional and spiritual landscape? There are other senses, inner senses, that guide us just as surely. They are the senses that live in the body, in the breath, in the pause. They don't shout, they hum. They don't demand attention. They wait for you to turn inward and listen. As you do, remember to notice without judgment. Let curiosity be your guide and meet each sensation with compassion and openness. This invitation to observe without critique allows the inner hum to reveal its true essence. Let's define the 5 inner senses. Intuition is the quiet knowing before logic catches up. It's the sense that tightens your stomach or brings a sudden wave of ease to your chest. Perhaps it's a tingling sensation on your skin, a straightening of your spine, or a warmth spreading across your shoulders. And it whispers, "This isn't right," or "This is where I belong." Peace is the felt sense of alignment. It's not the absence of conflict, it's the presence of clarity. The deep, grounded feeling in your core when you are precisely where you're meant to be. Foresight is not prediction, but perception beyond the moment. It's sensing the shift in energy, the atmosphere of what's unfolding even before it visibly arrives. Trust is the sense that allows you to lean into the unknown, to move forward without guarantees, because your own inner anchor says, go. And finally, empathy is the ability to feel with others. It's the sense that connects hearts, allowing you to register another's joy or pain almost physically, even in silence. Most people are unaware of these senses, trained to discount any feeling they can't prove scientifically. I remember sitting at the kitchen table as a child, eagerly sharing an intuition I felt about a friend. My father looked at me, amusement in his eyes, and said, "Oh, don't be silly. You're just imagining things." In that moment, I learned to doubt the whispers, to push aside the flutter in my chest as mere anxiety, when perhaps it was wisdom. But some, perhaps you, have always felt them, even if you were told they were imaginary, even if you learned to hide them. These senses are not soft, they are strong. They are not vague, they are precise. They are not imaginary, they are real. They are your most truthful feedback system, more reliable than any external opinion, more accurate than any checklist. When you learn to honor them, you stop second-guessing yourself. You stop living by permission. You start living by truth. To practice this today, try a tiny experiment of self-trust. Choose one small decision that you will make guided solely by your inner sense, like selecting music to listen to or choosing a new route for your walk. Let your intuition guide this choice, free from external inputs, to remind yourself of the strength and clarity within. I remember a moment in a healing circle. Someone sat in silence, tears falling, not from pain, but from profound recognition. They said, "I didn't know I could trust what I feel inside." That simple sentence held decades of doubt, conditioning and dismissal. But in that moment, something shifted. They felt it, the truth beneath the noise. That's the soul sensing. It's not loud, it's not dramatic, but it's real. Once you begin to listen, you stop outsourcing your truth. You stop waiting for validation. You begin to live from the inside out. So today, I invite you to notice, when do you feel peace in your body? What does your intuition feel like? Is it a pull, a lightness, a warmth, or a density? Can you sense someone's emotions before they speak? Have you ever walked into a room and immediately known something was off or beautifully right? Take a moment to pause here. Allow yourself 5 deep breaths to fully explore these questions and sensations. Let this breathing space deepen your awareness and connection to these inner experiences. Thank you, Lord. These are not tricks. They are truths. They are the forgotten senses of the soul. And reclaiming them is not about learning something new. It's about remembering what you've always known. Now, take a moment to anchor all that awareness. Close your eyes if you can. If your mind drifts, gently refocus on your breath. Allow yourself the kindness of starting anew each time. Inhale deeply, bringing the breath down into the very center of your body. And exhale slowly, releasing any tension from your jaw and shoulders. Let the breath remind you, you are not just a thinker. You are a feeler. You are a knower. You are a sensor of truth. Feel that quiet strength and trust settle into your center. Let the silence speak. Let your body listen. Let your soul respond, and they are waiting for you to remember. Thank you for joining me in this first step inward. Next time, we'll explore intuition more deeply and uncover how to recognize the specific physical cues it gives you, how to distinguish it from fear or wishful thinking, and how to trust it enough to live by it. There was a time when I stood at a decision's crossroad, one that no amount of logical reasoning could clarify. It was my intuition that whispered the path to take, leading to an unexpected yet profoundly fulfilling outcome. Until then, I invite you to simply notice. Notice when your body tightens or softens. Notice when peace arrives without reason. Notice when you just know, even if you can't explain why. May your inner senses guide you gently. May you honor what you feel. May you trust what you know. And may you walk in the quiet strength of soul awareness. This awareness can translate into concrete actions, like choosing to say no when you feel overwhelmed or overcommitted. By trusting your inner wisdom, you make space for what truly aligns with your values and needs. Creating a real change in your daily life. As we part, whisper these words inward. May I walk gently upon the earth. May I cherish the connections we build, and may I honour the stillness within. By offering this blessing to ourselves, we weave a community of shared intent and quiet strength. This is the Voices of the Circle. Until next time, go well, stay well, and be well.